how long that lasts. It might end up splitting apart depending on how things go. Might break down. I remember we talked about the air mood and amp leaving the Concorde, but we don't know when that will be.
Eventually, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Anywho, with that, let's go ahead and unpause. And we shall continue on. And last I checked, I had a fleet running for the Omicron Persei system to try and take out one of their Void Shapers, to try and knock out their constructor ship before it can build another Void Anchor.
At Virthosk, right?
No, I can't go in there. I have closed borders with them. They hate my guts.
Well, that means that Diarmut's gonna have to do it.
Do what?
You're gonna have to take out the Void Anchor.
There's a constructor in the Virthosk system in the Cerulean Alliance. And since the AI is consistently throwing their ships at the wormhole with predictable results.
Where?
Virthosk. There's like.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
I don't think I could beat that fleet that's with it.
You don't necessarily. The fleets keep cycling as the AI throws ships at the portal. Because they keep returning to the Kuma system, and then it sends a new fleet there. So you could theoretically just position.
Oh yeah, I already
fleet.
have the at least the Federation fleet is already heading to Bir Zun, which is just a few systems higher than it.
Yeah, and then when you have a fleet, either that's one of the smaller fleets in there, or when it's by itself, you can jump your fleet in and wipe out the constructor and then get out of there before a larger fleet shows up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what would be the easiest? No, never mind.
So anything new on the dev diary?
Right, the dev diary. I will, of course, reserve the right to jump back out when, when my fleet is attacked. But this last week's dev diary is entirely about ships, combat behavior, and similar functions. So, first and foremost addressed is corvettes, and the fact that that a rather overpowering strategy is building up fleets of simply unupgraded tier 1 start of the game corvettes. To address this, they are starting off with increasing corvette cost, where corvettes will now cost about 100 minerals instead of about 60.
That's terrible.
On the other hand, I know they said they would do something to help make it easier for people to start, so that way you can still get those corvettes, but it's no longer quite as viable a strategy with the base cost almost doubled. The other side of it, though, is that upgraded corvettes will not increase as quickly. Where the example they used were the laser technology. Blue lasers used to cost twice as much as red lasers, but now only increase by 0.5 minerals instead of the 3. So 16% instead of 100% increase.
Mm. And
basically they just do that so that way upgrade costs are cut across the board. So while the base cost has increased, the overall as it upgrades, the power per upgrade, the relative worth increases. They were also changed a few other things. Flak will be going in the point defense slot. It will have a high power, but in return, it will be more effective than regular point defense. Better firing rate and better tracking. Basically, it's a lot better at actually attacking, like strike craft and missiles. Strike craft get an evasion buff, meaning you can't just put down like a couple point defense ships and say that's good enough. Missiles and strike craft have speed increases, And Tier 1 weapons are rebalanced to make mass drivers no longer the best choice straight out of the gate. They are no longer having they're tweaking how ships target. So now, for example, it used to be where disruptors would automatically switch targets to any shielded target. Now they won't necessarily do that. So that in turn means that okay, I gotta make sure my fleet starts getting out of there before they get caught by an unbidden fleet.
Probably a good idea.
I think I just wasted some energy credits.
How powerful are those extra-dimensional constructor ships?
They are not strong at all. Yeah, their fleets just shot out all over the place. Holy crap. The Federation fleet, I think, your Federation fleet, Niarmut, is about to be attacked. Actually, now they're pulling back to the Kuma system. Because another fleet showed up.
Ironically, that fleet I could have taken with my main one.
Yeah. And one of your Federation allies.
But I'm trying to upgrade that fleet, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Yeah, and one of your allies is now attacking a constructor ship. So yay. Okay, back to the dev diary when I actually get control of myself. Feels okay. Oh! Oh dear, they targeted my ally again. Okay, I just have to keep on the watch for that. Where are you going? Okay, we are jumping you. Enter orbit over there. Sorry, just get back to the dev diary in a moment.
I'm about to attack that void shaper.
It's looking like it actually. Oh, I was gonna say it's looking like it almost got caught, but Matthias is also jumping in.
Jumping in.
Well, I mean, you're jumping into the fight.
Okay. Like, I'm already there.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, but yeah, that will slow them down. Oh, we're trying to keep them contained. Oh, boy. Anywho, back to the dev diary. So, another one, and this is a very big, very long-awaited change. Missiles will be getting something called retargeting. Basically, whenever the missile target is destroyed, before the missiles have impacted, before they have attacked, then they will have minimum one chance, possibly multiple times, depending on the, well, okay, just possibly multiple times, and all that. They will retarget and attack and continue moving towards another target, which means that which means missiles overkill will be much less of an issue, and they won't have, without wildly changing how missiles work.
No.
Did your fleet get attacked? Okay, and the last major discussion talked about destroyer combat behavior. Destroyers will have a change in their behavior, allowing them to more effectively... Oh my gosh, I accidentally jumped right on top of an unbidden fleet.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Ah, fudge, that's gonna hurt. Yep, there goes at some battleships. Fudge. Anywho, basically, destroyers will be getting a change in behavior that will have them start going out ahead of cruiser-class vessels, no longer holding in the back of, back of the combat. So basically, it will allow them to more effectively target enemy missiles and strike craft that are going after them. Although corvettes will still charge out further ahead, so it is not. So they're still not 100% sure on how it will work. But it should be an improved change. And that's pretty much it. A lot of combat changes, and yeah, that's it. Cool. Well, on the plus side of I just wiped out another unbidden fleet.
You did? Can you come wipe out the one in the Virthoth system?
I lost 13 battleships there. Holy freaking crap! Lag.
You know the Virthoth system?
Yes, I know about that. I am having major lag issues, among other things. Why? There we go.
Situation log updated.
That was 13, so another 1, 2, 3. Is the air moon not helping your fleet out?
No, my fleet left.
Oh, what? Hold on, your fleet's not there. I don't even see it.
I just got it to escape.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even been able to get over there in time. Another ship is heading for my vassal's homeworld, or capital world, and my response is no.
Oh,
you will not.
You know the Raprix system, the Repri system, just south of Kuma.
Yeah, that's the fleet that's going after me.
That is?
Or my vassal. It's the fleet that's going after my vassal. Yes.
Oh.
I've got multiple fleets coming for my vassal. Crap. This is gonna be fun. Multiple unbidden fleets are coming for me.
You're just that popular.
My fleets will not falter. We will defend what is ours. Because he's my vassal, so therefore he's mine. My fleet is engaged, and we'll see how well this goes.
Okay. That will be
Kinetic artillery firing.
4 months.
Oh, God, this is so worrying. Now, I could have sworn... go. Yeah, that's great.
Hey,
I'm interested in strategic...
I have positive minerals.
Awesome.
I just thought you'd like to know that.
Yeah, that's good for you, dude.
Okay, I'm about to take out one of the fleets, and then I've got to actually take out the other. Oh man, my kinetic artillery is ripping them to shreds. I think... Oh my gosh, all their only the million fleet power is currently in the Kuma system. All their other fleets are out. Okay, I've destroyed one of their fleets. I'm targeting the other. See how well I will do. Ah, the tick rules. Good to see you. No, the unbidden are...
Being pests.
Oh no, he was glad we hadn't finished the Unbidden off without him. No, the Unbidden haven't been finished off yet. Although this fight with two and a half 250k fleets versus my 350k fleet, now down about 30k, actually makes me wonder if we're getting how close we are to winning, because as I said, if my fleet alone was able to take on a fleet that was close to double in size to them and win, I lost all 100. Oh my gosh. Oh no, never mind. I just lost the rest of my cruisers. I was like, I just lost I just lost my last 4 cruisers. I lost 9 destroyers. I lost a battleship, and I lost 82 corvettes.
Wow.
So the big one is rebuild corvettes. Okay.
Okay, Swarmlord, what would it take for you to break your defensive pact?
Among other things, it would involve you leaving your Stellar Concord.
Deal. I'll do it right now. Just wait for it.
Okay, popped up. And
although, to
break
be
defensive
honest, I
pact.
probably should have waited 5 minutes so I could destroy the Federation.
They'll probably just throw it straight at the Kuma system.
Probably. But now I can do this.
So, the tick rules for the Defender of the Galaxy perk. I would, except that
You just got above the Unbidden in status.
Wait, what?
You are above the Unbidden.
Oh my gosh. That is terrifying to think about.
That is awesome.
Well,
Scary,
it is awesome, but yeah. And we got... Oh my gosh. I just need to... Okay. And I'm working on building up more minerals. Anyway, as I was saying, the tick rules, I would have gotten the Defender of the Galaxy perk at this point. But the reason I have not is because right before the Unbidden showed up, that's when I got the Mega Engineering perk, and after getting the Mega Engineering perk, it was going to be a long while before I get another Ascension perk unlocked, because it's taking me hundreds of months for me to unlock one tradition, and I need another 4 traditions unlocked. So it'll be a long while. Oh, I've got another fleet going for my vassal. This is, oh my gosh, I'm actually killing all. They're continuously sending fleets after my vassal, and I'm just continuously killing them. This is terrifying. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. My fleets are gonna catch them before they leave the system. Yeah, they might die before I get it. Depends. Which, if they do die before I manage to get it, then I will probably use it to get focus on trying to get allow myself to build ring worlds. Because yeah, then I can build my own habitable planets. So yeah, I managed to catch another Unbidden fleet.
I am 10 months from synthetics.
Cool.
I want their
So-
crap.
What are you talking about? Just like the systems right on the
I'm
edge?
taking the systems closest to me.
Are you
Because
taking?
I completely forgot about Core
You
Sukuna.
didn't offer to let me join you in that war?
No, I want it. I don't want to share.
Let's see. I lost 7 destroyers, which I don't really care about, and 26 corvettes that time. The benefits of not jumping in right on top of an unbidden fleet.
But now I have jump drives, so I'll be able to move around easy quicker.
Okay, the unbidden are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fleets. They are down to 5 fleets.
Of what size?
One is the 1 million fleet, a 250k fleet, a 500k fleet, a 380k fleet, and a 180k fleet. We are making a real dent in the unbidden, or at least I am.
I've killed some stuff with the unbidden.
Let's look at the unbidden. Let me see. They have harvested thousands of vessels in 31 worlds. I have killed 478 unbidden ships. The rest of the galaxy combined has killed 106.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've killed 15.
Congratulations! You are semi-relevant.
I've killed 26 unbidden.
You are more relevant. Alrighty, so the majority of my shipbuilding will probably now be corvettes, simply because I think I restored most of the battleships that I've needed, and I just need to increase my corvettes, because corvettes have a chance of surviving being shot at by unbidden attacks, just because they can evade. And the fact that they're cheap enough that I can just continue that I'm capable of rebuilding vast amounts of them after I lose a bunch. But yeah, no more jumping in on top of the unbidden if I can help it. I still can't believe I'm considered stronger than the unbidden. That is so disturbing.
I think it's funny.
All of our Corvette's crews must wear red shirts. The tick rules says that is they should. Theme, I would do something. Oh jeez.
So what are you making at work now, Diermood?
I was still making tires. I don't know what I'll be doing. On Friday I had to mix I had to do a HDPE, which stands for high density polyethylene material, with 2%, so we can do that with 2% graphite mix for a bushings part that we make.
The graphite acts as a lubricant?
Sort of, yeah. Bonding agent for the plastic. Something about it. It got explained to me once or twice. I just never remember for long. But yeah, I had to mix 2 barrels worth, which according to what I was able to draw from the amount of 50-pound bags I had to mix, I had mixed just over 300 pounds of material.
Okay.
Well, that sounds interesting.
It's interesting.
Just queuing up so many more Corvettes.
So what's the relationship between the influence cost of colonizing a planet and the influence cost of building a frontier outpost?
I don't remember.
Because like it seems like the initial influence cost of a frontier outpost is variable, just like the planets.
Yes, it does depend on how far away it's from your territory. So that way you can't go and colonize a planet literally on the other side of the galaxy just for the heck of it. I just don't remember if the variable between them is the same or not. I do know that if you look at the cost of a frontier outpost by itself, inside your own territory, where it's definitely going to be the lowest, it's 30, just like a planet. I'm thinking it might be cheaper, like a cheaper percentage cost than a planet, but I could be wrong on that. I haven't actually gone and taken a look. Oh dear. Their largest fleet is coming for my vassal's homeworld. Their 500k fleet is heading for my vassal's homeworld. Oh boy, if I survive this attack, the Unbidden are... Then, yeah, there's no way that the Unbidden will be able to do anything against me. Depending on how well I fare in the battle. But if that's their largest fleet, and they have jumped in. So time to see if my 328k fleet can take a 524k fleet. Oh boy. I feel like shouting Leroy Jenkins.
Well, I mean, that's always an option.
It's always funny.
Oh, no one is allied with these.
Havaragi?
Yeah.
So, the Tick Rules has predicted that I will win, but with noticeable losses. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
So, if I declare them my rival, then I get influence, right?
Yes.
Why can't I declare them... Oh. I'm gonna break my non-aggression pact with them.
Okay, I need to... Okay, I have lost several corvettes, over half my remaining destroyers, and I think I've lost some battleships. But I have taken...
Construction.
I am doing a fair amount of damage. Okay, my battle. I'm about to be down to only my battleships. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I've just lost almost all my corvettes. Oh geez. On the other hand, they're down almost 200k. Oh geez. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, our fleet powers are matched and they've only got 15 ships left, so I'm definitely going to win this fight. Oh man, but yeah, I've lost pretty much everything except the ships that are coming in after the battle started. I've lost all my non-battle ships except for the ones that have come in after the battle started. And I'm starting to lose battleships now because all that's left are my battleships. Basically, all that's left are my battleships. Oh, I got them. I lost 22 destroyers, 79 corvettes, and 7 battleships. But I destroyed their 500k fleet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me get... No, I'm still above them in power. I'm still the highest... I'm still supposedly the most powerful person in the galaxy. Oh, man. Oh, man, that is... Oh, go.
Research complete.
It seems like... Oh, they got a fleet heading my way again. Yeah, I've got a fleet about to jump into my vassal system again. Basically, my fleet is holding position in my vassal's home system and is killing any unbidden fleet that comes in. I'm just losing a lot of ships doing it. This guy better be grateful, dang it. I am saving his capital from utter annihilation.
To be honest, I probably don't understand what's happening.
Why wouldn't they?
I mean, they're a computer.
No, yeah. If you want to get technical, sure.
Like, I would be grateful if you were fighting for me, but your vassal is just a program running on the computer and probably isn't programmed to recognize the situation that's going on.
Yeah. Okay, another unbidden fleet has shown up, and it's time to blast them into oblivion. Oh, man. Just... This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I have lost... I just want to take a look. So, it's got... The amount of harvested ships has gone up by over 100 points. You know what? They're moving off. I want to pull back so I lose less battleships. Or they're not actually leaving the system. I thought they were leaving the system, given that they were moving around. But no, they're moving... What? I'm so confused at what they're doing. I am... What are they doing? Alright. Need to get my science boost back. Any moment now. Any moment now. Okay, my fleet's now turning around, gonna engage the unbidden again. Why am I so far behind? Okay, I have now engaged. I've engaged the unbidden fleet. The unbidden are already taking losses. I believe I am. Yep, I can see a couple battleships have gone down already. This is where it gets expensive because until I rebuild basically the wall of corvettes, they are going to continuously hit my battleships. Yes, hopefully, given the way that they are throwing their fleets at me, hopefully it will soon only be the 1 million fleet power. Oh. And once it is only the 1 million fleet power, then we actually have a shot. Especially if I can get my fleet back up to a large amount again, like the 400k that it used to be. I lost 6 battleships and 13 of my 15 corvettes that were actually available. Okay, who's got static? Someone's got static. Someone's had static for a bit.
Hearing you, so it might be me.
Maybe that's it. It seems to be gone now. Weird. Anyway, but yeah, I've lost 13 battleships since since I've started rebuilding.
Do synthetics default to be slaves?
Unless you go and change the policy. Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
So
I'm watching my fleet start an attack, and it's just a swarm of the attack ships.
Okay.
It's like a swarm of bees.
Do I have? I'm wondering if I should take this one. Yeah. Okay, let's edit sector. No, wrong one. I need to find the one. Come on, where's the There we go. Take that one out. So that way I can start messing with that one directly again.
Synths are different from droids, right?
Yes. Ship modifier rate.
How do I change my synthetics to have full citizenship?
You go to your policies menu, and you change it there. Oh, okay. I'm now kitting up 2 more starports to
And there's what bad can happen from having citizen synths?
About the same as having non-citizen ones. Namely, well, just having AI in general. It's just that there will be 2 different events for whether or not you might get the AI rebellion in your territory based on whether or not they are enslaved or citizens. Spiritualist AIs don't like synthetic rights. That's another thing, I guess. Oh, and you've got a spiritualist one right next door.
Spiritualist what?
You've got the spiritualist Fallen Empire.
Oh.
But general also spiritualist empire. Wait, not Fallen Empires. My bad. My apologies, Tick Rules. I misread your thing. Spiritualist empires don't like you having synthetic rights. So, trying to see who might dislike it. It's looking like the only one that would be the Habagari systems.
Which I've already decided to make them not like me, so...
And I'm trying to wipe out, don't forget that. $30 months till I have mega engineering.
Nice.
That makes me so happy.
Oh, okay. So I was right about the Spiritualist Fallen Empire. Also, really just like, so the Spiritualist Fallen Empire may actually go to war with him over it, depending on what his current opinion on them is. What their opinion.
Yeah, but I don't have a border with them. Oh, I
Yes,
guess I
you do.
do. Up here.
Yeah, and they're not far. Plus, also just remember that even if you don't have a border with them, Fallen Empires will go. If they know about you, they will cross the entire galaxy to go to war. Remember, early on, we watched the awakened Materialist Empire go to war with the fallen Spiritualist Empire, and they literally fought each other across the galaxy.
That's true.
Doesn't matter how far away you are. If they go to war with you, they might go to war with you, and they will utterly screw you up over it.
They will find you, and they will kill you. Cricket, cricket, cricket.
I'm taken, of course. See, I
Yes.
recognized it.
Because you're smarter than the average math teacher.
I bet there are a lot of math teachers that have seen that movie too.
Probably.
Okay, is that a battleship? That's a battleship. I've got at least one more battleship coming in. I don't know how many. Because I just have a lot of individual ships just jumping across my jumping across my systems. I've got 3 battleships. Three more battleships coming in, which will put my fleet at 177. Oh, this guy really doesn't like me. He's part of the xenophobe faction, and he really doesn't like me. Oh, that one's making 100 minerals. Holy crap. How many minerals? Oh my gosh. Okay, time to siphon some materials. Oh yeah, I just realized I am really gonna siphon these materials. Holy smoke. I did not realize I had that much extra crap stockpiled in my sectors. Because guess what this means? This means if I pull all the crap out of my sectors, I will actually be able to start upgrading my Oh, hold on a second. I need to upgrade stuff. I think I'll do this. I think I'll do that. Yeah, if I swap some around. No, it wasn't that one. It was the empty one. Oh, end of the month, and it means I just lost an extra 1,000 minerals because my... It's actually... There we go! I've actually started upbuilding the next level of the first level of the Dyson Sphere.
Cool.
And... let me see. Let me just yank a whole bunch of energy, trade a whole bunch of energy for minerals.
Oh, that's awesome.
And go back to my sectors and drain the sector. And I've now got a massive stockpile of minerals on top of. So I should have been checking that. I should have been checking that because yeah, that just got me got me building the first level of my Dyson Sphere. So once that's it'll take a while. But once I get the Dyson Sphere up, it will get me like hundreds of extra energy per month. And after that, maybe I can focus on... Actually, I never did see... What about you going in there? What does that cost? Oh, that costs very small amount. That doesn't cost nearly as much as a freaking Dyson Sphere. I mean, that makes sense, but wow. I could have been building that a couple of times. And the Fallen Empire just lost fleet power again. Because they attacked the Unbidden directly. Again. Oh my gosh, they're actually sending a Titan at it. They built a Titan and they immediately threw it at the Unbidden.
That doesn't sound like a smart move.
Dang it. What? Now I'm going to go ahead and reach into the shroud again. Reach into the shroud. Let's go for that one. Dang it! Governing ethics attraction just got lost for several years. Several years now, my governing ethics attraction has gone down by 50%. Which means if I go to factions, I only have a 62% draw. Okay, someone just... Yeah. I got a 62% draw. Am I the only one hearing static over... Oh, DR mode, it's coming from your end.
Alright, then give you a second. Is it gone?
As of right now, yes.
Let me know if you hear it again.
Well. Oh, the tick rule says he can also hear it through the stream.
Go on.
Come on. Go. Hull integrity. Hull points have been increased. Let's increase building speed. Oh, that's building speed. Change that up. Let's no, let's go for an engineering facility, Mark II. Increase my science. The materialist fallen. It's funny. The one fallen empire I absorbed was the materialist fallen empire, and they are very, very happy in my empire. Even the materialist group is happy in my empire. When the materialists are happy in a spiritualist empire, there is something weird going. I still cannot access anything beyond anything past the area. Well, I've nearly breached 100 corvettes again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this construction that I'm getting finish. Oh. Okay, but yeah. The people at the Dyson Sphere construction site are finally getting to do stuff. They'll be working for years. Yeah, it's going to be finished in 2448, so it'll be over almost 7 years before I get the first stage done on my Dyson Sphere. Well, I can't do anything about these guys. These guys have moved into systems I can't access, and they're just messing with they're messing around in space, in territory I can't go after. I'm thinking about having my fleet go off somewhere else for a bit, because I've got a few other things I was hoping to take care of. Which, The tick rule might have noticed me checking it out a couple of times over this week and last week.
Are you gonna keep us in the dark?
I'll tell you by the end of the stream. How about that? If I don't do it, then I will tell you by the end of the stream.
Oh. It's going to be to attack Diarmuid and me, right?
Probably. You didn't tell us.
You realize if I was going to attack you, it would have happened long, right?
And you would have been the first one attacked, Math Chaz. You are weaker.
You are weaker, and you have more territory, and you have some territory. And I mean, one of the big things right now is also you have territory that's between me and my vassal. And if I was going to attack you guys, I'd want a clear route to my vassal so I could defend him if I needed to, which would mean everything on that arm up there would be mine.
You own the center of the galaxy, so you're still touching him.
I guess, but I don't know if that would. I don't know if that counts for like pathing or whatever on when it comes to jump drives. Jump drives are weird when like that.
And you have psionic jump drives, so you can jump really far.
No, I don't.
No?
No, I still haven't gotten them.
Well, that's weird.
That's part of why I've continued. I've been jumping in. I've been hoping every time I jump into the shroud that I would grab the psionic jump drives, but no, I've never grabbed psionic jump drives.
Huh. It's weird.
I would have sworn up and down a while ago that he had psionic jump drive.
No, I have psionic shields.
That may be what I'm thinking.
But yeah, I don't have psionic jump drives. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I think I'm having my fleet move out in preparation for what I'm going to do. Unless the Unbidden turn around anytime soon, I don't see a reason for me to not go after my what I want. There's two of one of these systems. Am I just blind?
Colonization in progress.
I don't think it matters anyway. Oh, they had another fleet pop in. It's attacking one of Matt Chess's worlds, or was about to anyway.
Oh, what did it decide to do instead?
It's going back to the Kuma system because someone jumped into the Kuma system. Every time someone jumps into the Kuma system, the entire Unbidden fleet. Oh, shoot. Okay, I guess my fleet's coming back because they've got constructors again.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, they've got constructors, and one of them is actually building something in the Weird Thosk system, it looks like. Yep.
They have a thing about that system.
They're trying to build in the same systems over and over. That said, one of them is still currently sitting in the Kuma system. I don't know if it plans to leave anytime soon. But yeah, if we can try to hit the one in the weird Thosk system, I would myself, but I am not allowed in the Cerulean Alliance territory. Cerulon.
Something like that.
Yeah, the Stellar Accord does not want me in their any of their territory. And actually, I'm surprised that the Habaragi have not closed their borders to me. Yeah, Math, one of your worlds is about to get attacked. My fleet, I might go and jump in and attack the Unbidden fleet if they go there. Just because,
Which world is going to be attacked?
Saraklis, the one that you just started colonizing.
Are they moving there right now?
Not... Hold on. Not yet. Give it a moment. Someone's going back to the Werethosk system, though. I swear if we have another Void Anchor pop up there, I'm really annoyed.
Well, I took out the last Void Anchor, so...
Yeah, they're going back to the Saraklis. You didn't take out the last Void Anchor.
I took out the last constructor who was building a Void Anchor.
That is true, but that is true. You helped take that one out, although...
I took it out.
Diermu's fleet got there first. I remember clicking on it and seeing Diermu's fleet was engaged before your fleet was.
Well, then he ran before me because I was the one that finished it.
I mean, he did, but the point was that
my fleet fired the death shot on that.
Perhaps.
Well, we have it recorded.
Can't we have it recorded? We can always go back and look. That said, I don't really care. Just because you did the last one doesn't mean that you don't want to go after. Oh, let's see if someone goes into the Kuma system soon enough, this small fleet by the Alliance might actually get to destroy the. Yeah, so one of the Unbidden fleets is now in your territory.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, the Alliance's ships are about to get blown to pieces. Holy crap, he got a 90k fleet together? Well, part of it's frickin' Titan. But still. That just goes to show how frickin' terrifying Awakened Empires can be. Very quickly got a fleet that was worth 90k. Granted, again, it was one ship. Over half of it is just the Titan. But that is still absolutely terrifying to know that that you can get a fleet of almost 100k in a very short amount of time.
Station under attack.
You realize Etoch Prime is a tomb world, Math.
Yeah. It's fine.
You realize that the Spiritualist Empire is not going to like that.
They haven't bothered me over the other tomb worlds I've colonized.
Alright, I'll leave you to it then.
Have fun.
Another Unbidden fleet has arrived in my vassal's home system. I will tear them to shreds. Because I've got almost 200 Corvettes now. I've been building a lot of Corvettes. And he's turned around because someone jumped into the Kuma system. The solar system is going to have an asteroid belt of unbidden debris. Yes, it will. Every time they jump in here, they get wrecked. I don't think they've ever won a fight in here other than possibly against my vassal. And that's more because, well, he's not very strong. He is pathetic in most ways. He's only inferior. The only thing he's not pathetic to me is in tech, and he is inferior in tech. The only reason he's only inferior in tech is because he was my protectorate for a while. '87. And another 5 battleships, because why not? I caught the unbidden fleet before they could leave the system. Oh man, that's gonna ruin their day because they've all got to turn around. They've got to turn around, and they're just so that means that means a lot of their shots are getting a lot of their forward like they have the equivalent of extra large weapons. They're gonna have to turn around before they can use them. I just see a massive torpedoes flying towards them. Ugh, go. That's oh, that was lag spike for a different reason. Here come the missiles. And the missiles petered off because their targets died. Of course. But still, I've killed a lot of their ships, and I've only lost a few, like 11 corvettes. Or okay, a few more than that. But I've hardly lost anything. Just mass battleships with a Corvette shield. Oh, that took a while. I gotta jump out. That guy's totally gonna manage to make a military station, which... Okay, I managed to get rid of it. I lost 29 corvettes in that fight.
Ugh.
Not that bad, honestly.
Nah.
And I managed to wreck another unbidden fleet. I mean, they've only got 3 fleets left. I could take on any of their fleets except possibly the million one. And I just don't know how well I can deal with that many ships. If I had support, I might be able to take on the million K fleet power. Or not million K, 1 million fleet power. And I know I could take on either of the individual fleets. The Awakened Empire just retreated. He actually retreated from the fight. Dang it. Lag spike.
First day of the month.
I know.
Well, I know you know. I just felt like saying it.
I finished researching. Ooh, let's upgrade kinetics. Kinetic weaponries, upgrade. Further increase the power of my my kinetic artillery. This thing is plowing through them. It is so good.
Incoming transmission.
Oh! These guys might actually manage to take out the unbidden constructor. Might. They've got an unbidden fleet heading their way. If someone jumps into the Kuma system and pulls them away, actually my vassal's about to jump into the Kuma system, so that fleet might actually not get annihilated. And even if they do, there's another fleet looking like it's coming. High density munitions, yes. Oh. The more I get this, the better it will be. Okay, that fleet retreated. This guy's got... Okay, yeah. The unbidden are heading for the towards the Kuma system, which means that this small fleet, Oh dear. This poor guy is probably gonna get snuffed out at some point. No one's really on his side anymore since I broke off my defensive pact.
The only reason I haven't gotten farther along in this war is because I forgot to build up armies.
Oops.
Yeah, but I'm working on it. It just takes a while.
Yeah. You realize one of the things you can also do is you can destroy that frontier outpost, which might take off a chunk of his territory.
True. Wait, what one frontier outpost?
At Unar?
He has one near the one planet you forgot to tag on. Why don't I have a survey?
Oh, that is outpost. Good idea.
And there's any chance of that happening. Dang it. My fleet has almost reached 400k again. Only this time it's almost exclusively battleships and corvettes.
That makes sense because, like, what are cruisers but just worse battleships, and what are destroyers but just worse corvettes, right?
Construction complete.
Destroyers.
Okay, how do I go about building megastructures? Because I just finished the.
You need an ascension perk that allows you to build a megastructure, whether it's Galactic Wonders, Voidborn.
I'm getting Voidborn because I can also get one.
Yeah, Voidborn allows you to build habitats. It's a miniature type of megastructure, but it allows you basically to create your own worlds.
Okay, what are the other ones that involve megastructures?
The actual Galactic Wonders and one of the ones that you need Voidborn for is the Circle of Life, which is to create the ring worlds. So you need Voidborn to create ring worlds.
I was considering Voidborn in the first place, so I just got it.
There you go. 29 months, and I will have supremacy, and I will have another trait for my supremacy tree. Math, you just had a fleet just jump right into the Kuma system. It triggered the unbidden to jump everything back.
Yeah, I had 3 of them that were just jumping into the Kuma system to mess with.
You literally just bought enough time for the Alliance guy to finish off the unbidden constructor in their system.
That was my goal.
Boom. Well, I mean, since they're now focusing away from my vassal, I will actually...
How do I actually get to build the habitat? For some reason, it's not actually building it.
I
go to megastructures, I click habitat.
With a constructor over a world that does not have A is not habitable. B does not have an
Oh, it has
orbital.
to be done. Oh, it has to be done on a world. Okay.
Oh yeah, it has to be done in orbit of a world.
That's my issue. Okay.
Colony established.
Let's see how much the fleet power boosts when high density. We'll see. We'll see how much the high density munitions will increase my power. And at the moment, I am now considering actually going about and doing what I already said I was going to be doing a little while ago, because I keep getting distracted by the Unbidden. And I mean, the main reason is because I was trying to keep my vassal alive. But if people keep sending fleets to the Kuma system, I'm not sure I even need to bother. As long as we take out their constructors, they can only get so many fleet reinforcements, and eventually, yeah, I mean, there's just a ship goes through and they pull everything back. It doesn't matter if it was literally just jumping through the system; they pull everything back. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of ships I've got there. And they're all just trying to catch up with my main fleet. Oh hey! There's some space whales in my territory. I'm surprised they're still around.
I saw some space whales a little earlier. It's probably the same group.
Maybe. That would be pretty awesome. We just got a few small groups of space whales traveling the galaxy. Oh, the other constructor ship has moved out.
Moved where?
It's weird. Where do you think?
Virthoth.
However you pronounce it, yes. So, but with the fleets continuously jumping into the Kuma system, as long as they can keep doing, as long as there are some fleets keeping the Unbidden ships in the Kuma system. Diarmid, you're doing the thing again. Oh, the Tig Rule was mentioned. Ever wonder if the Unbidden will ever think we've lost several million fleet power and own like 3 systems? Maybe we should go home. That is a very good point. And honestly, I think if they actually could get the AI to think like, human players, then yes, probably the Unbidden would just pack up and go home. Or try diplomacy or something. They'd do something different other than keep throwing ships out of there. That said, I've actually seen a few theories being thrown around on why the Unbidden are here in the first place. Namely, because they're all 3 factions of the Unbidden are in a war in their home system, and the Unbidden, this is like their only chance to try and gain an upper hand in their war. Which would mean that what they're throwing at us is actually the things they don't need in the war back home. Which is a really scary thought. It would also mean that, I mean, I like looking at I like hearing about some of the backgrounds of the various you just threw some corvettes in there, hoping to draw their keep their ships. Their ships are sticking right next to the wormhole, despite being on aggressive stance. Or maybe that's just lag.
Yeah, I've been just every so often I just send something into the Kuma system just to mess with them.
The constructor's now dead.
Great.
Yeah, so they've lost this round of constructors, meaning that, it's going to be a while before they can throw anything at us again. Well, besides the obvious, it'll be a while before they throw any constructors at us again, any chance to expand their territory again.
So it's every year they get some extra constructors, right?
Every year they get an extra fleet. By the way, Math, tell me when your tomb world is colonized. I want to see if, or don't tell me when your tomb world is colonized. Actually, I want to see if I can guess. Dude, why are you in my territory?
Why is who in whose territory?
The Awakened Empire. I noticed they had some of their fleets going through my territory. I can't close borders with them, and that really bugs me.
Oh no!
What?
They jumped in on top of me.
On top of the Corvettes?
On top of everything.
Did you seriously leave them all on the edge of the system right there?
No, I pulled them back into my region and they followed me.
Oh jeez.
And by follow, I mean like they waited like a couple weeks and then jumped into the system where I was having them sit.
Situation log updated.
Okay, well... Did you just lose everything?
No. Not everything.
What didn't you lose?
I didn't lose 5k of ships that I was able to retreat.
Oh jeez. Well, I'm still going to go ahead and do this, even... because I've been putting this off for too long.
What have you been putting off?
You'll see in a...
Oh, that's fantastic.
Once my game actually catches up to it. Holy crap, my game is... I must be really lagging behind if you've already seen the result and I haven't even gotten there yet. There we go.
Oh, there you go, dude.
This is why I wanted you to leave the Alliance way back. This guy's mine.
The only reason I'm wildly annoyed that is because that was going to be my next target.
Very minimum, I'm taking the world's closest to my border. Because that includes the original main systems of his, aka the ones that actually have the Fallen Empire buildings. The rest I don't really care about, but I want those. And my fleet has now already engaged them. My fleet has engaged has jumped directly into their home system. I am blasting away their meager defenses. I'm annihilating their transport fleet as well.
Spaceport lost.
I'm pretty sure I've lost some ships, but I don't really care. I'm not losing ships nearly as fast as I did against the Unbidden, who are still screwing around. Here's a question. And now, are they going to send that fleet after me? Their fleets after me? They aren't. No one is making a move towards me. Okay, how many ships did I actually lose? I didn't lose a single ship jumping in there, and I annihilated Well, I mean, granted, it was only 3 spaceports and a transport fleet, but still, I mean, those are Tachyon Lance spaceports.
Colonization in progress.
So, while the Unbidden continue to rampage, me and Diermut have decided to go to war with with the majority of the rest of the galaxy.
Yep.
The only one not being currently tied up in a war is Matyas, whose fleet got curb stomped by the Unbidden.
Yes.
Who, luckily, at the same time, are still too busy jumping back and forth between the Kuma system to actually do jack squat.
Yep.
Alrighty, I've begun invading one of their home planets. Actually, I'm already invading. That's their capital I'm invading right there. Because why not? Why not invade the main planets of the Fallen Ascendancy?
Who swore to defend us against the Unbidden?
I didn't do jack squat for decades.
That's true, and they've been completely unaffected.
They did jack squat for decades, were completely unaffected, and when they finally decided to do something, literally threw their fleet away. I've taken out one Awakened Ascendancy. I can take out 2. Okay, which one are they going to? They're going to... What did they think was going to happen when their 600k fleet was wiped out? Agreed. These guys did absolutely nothing for the galaxy, and then they finally decided to do something and got their butts handed to them. And I mean, they also, when they were simply a fallen empire, they were fine. They were dandy. I might have been planning to conquer them later on anyway, but you know, that was beside the point. When it comes down to it, it wasn't until they awakened and started screwing with people that there actually started to be problems. Oh, right. I may want to... Oh, wow. I've nearly maxed out on minerals. That's not something I can say I would say normally.
No.
End of the month. Good thing I managed. Oh, jeez. So that should, take down my mineral count a bit. Secured another planet for the Uri Covenant. Can I now get a side ship in here, please? Get in there and see if I can actually get side jump drive from that. Oh, snap. They just had a fleet come in and try it. I just had a fleet jump in. I want to get frickin' side jump drives. Maybe I can get side jump drives off of them. Probably not, but maybe. Figured it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. And I'm accidentally attacking their mining station, which has which is almost equal to one of my Corvettes, fully upgraded, and probably actually could take on a Corvette despite the difference in power. Okay, I've now. Are they actually going to jump? They have jumped. Which means my fleet can now go back to bombarding that planet that my armies have landed on and are currently fighting for their lives. Oh, well, actually, my armies are doing much better than I thought they would. Never mind. Also, one of the planets that I set up as a war goal is the Preserve. AKA the one with, like, all the various species in the galaxy.
That's cool.
There you go.
Granted, not all of them, but I mean, like, for example, I'll have some of Diermuth's primary species. The bird people.
Yep.
From back in the day?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, his elf species is not here.
They haven't deemed it important enough, the jerks.
Yeah. Well, you got conquered before you met them, so that,
yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? I'll have some Beldross, some Hydari, Furiel, some Prosnikins, some Bothrians, some Ixdars, some Husk. I'm not even sure. I don't even recognize some of the. So, well, of course, I think actually they start off with some random ones. So some of these might just be random ones. But I'll also be picking up some of my old people from back before we were psionic. Because they're only latent psionics. End of month flag. How are the Unbidden doing?
They're trying to take this planet from me.
Again. I'll give it a couple of days. I have my vassal is sending another fleet to Kuma. Again. I think.
Construction.
Or they might be just moving through now. Dang it, I missed their fleet. I still have some of my old Seraphim class battleships. I haven't been building any of those, but I've still managed to. But I've still got how many of them now? I think it's like 60. I think I still got 60 of those, which is amazing considering how many times my fleet got trounced.
They seem like your best ship then.
No, that would still be my Archons. My Archon class battleships are the ones that are outfitted with nothing but kinetic artillery and just blow the snot out of unbidden ships. That said, the Seraphim ones were my carrier class. They had mostly I think they might have had point defense. Yeah, they had hangars and point defense. That was pretty much it. That was their big thing, is that they carried bomber wings. I lost a battleship? How did I lose a battleship in that fight? Whatever. Wait, there's someone in the Kuma system, and they are ignoring. There we go. I was going to say they're ignoring them to go after the planet, but no, they then decided to go after the fleet that was in the Kuma system. It just took them a bit. You're just basically trying to keep them from attacking your planet by jumping in and out of the Kuma system.
Yep.
Best point defense is a cruiser with 6 medium slots and flak artillery guns. At the moment, yes. Although, Tick Rules, I believe you weren't actually. I don't think you were actually here when we discussed the latest dev diary. The latest dev diary actually is actually stating that that when the next update comes out, flak is going to be turned into a point defense slot rather than being a medium weapon. So it will be able to be stacked onto destroyers again, basically making destroyers. Ah! I lost the science ship. I should have expected it, but gosh dang it. Building a new science ship. Let's go recruit a new scientist. Psychics. Hey, there's one of mine. Let's go ahead and research one of scientists from my species. Because I haven't had one of those in a while. What? I wonder... Okay, my armies are invading the preserve. Back. End of the month lag again. Fun stuff. And I'm finally... Oh! Increased habitability. Let's just do that because it won't be cheap. Nothing was particularly helpful there, so... We're moving my fleet out to engage their fleet. Because I will jump in right on top of them. Army, meanwhile, is invading and taking the preserve. I have almost 200 battleships. Diarmuid, you are the only two you are below are me and the Unbidden.
Yep.
You are above even the Fallen you are above every other empire, including Fallen Empire.
That makes me mildly happy.
But only mildly so, right?
Yep.
Let's try that again. Oh my gosh, why did my fleet show up over there? I thought, never mind. Okay. My fleet will hopefully engage their tiny fleet before it can go after any of my ships that are petering about in one of their systems. I've also managed to get 20%. Basically, I'm gonna go and try. I'm gonna go and nearly. Yes, caught him. My kinetic artillery is slamming into them. Oh, man. Was that him firing? Yes, that was him firing. His custodians are no class for my archons. And that was that. I wonder if he's got anything. I don't think he's got anything that I don't already use, but not positive. Anyway, jumping into next system. I've got several planets to take. Seed of Hope, Forever Spring, and New Light. Seed of Hope is Til Linesi.
Has it on there?
It's primarily that species. But yeah, I've been waiting to do this for a while. I've only held off because we hadn't been making headway against the unbidden. Math, did you get another fleet annihilated?
Yes.
Destroyed.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to try and wrap this up quick to come back and try to poke at the unbidden again. Oh yeah, he's almost there. Means I don't think I will be able to, but I might be able to pull side jump drives off of wreckage from this guy's troop transports. This guy's troop transports used psionic jump drives.
Do mega structures count as buildings?
Constructors?
Do mega structures?
Oh. Maybe. I don't really know.
Because there's a rare tech I'm looking at, in building speed plus 50%.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would personally get that because it's plus 50%.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, not that. It was like fleet destroyed. I'm like, wait, what? So a Corvette went and managed to get killed by a space station while trying to merge with my main fleet. Oops. Okay, that one's done. I can get 2 more old habitability plus 20. It's a rare. Let's go for it. I mean, I haven't gotten a 2 world yet, but that's because I was playing it safe with the Spiritualist Fallen Empire, and right now I don't really care because I am more than a match for anyone at the moment. I might actually lose an Archon class destroyer to a starport because my fleet is on the other side of the system attacking, and it jumped in on one side of the system. Yeah, I'm gonna lose it, dang it. Come on, please catch up before the end of the month.
Colony established.
Too late. Dang it. Alrighty, just one more spaceport to take out, and then I will have free reign on this system. Also, I am about to finish the debris that had the psionic jump drives, and hopefully that will get me started on psionic jump drives. Hopefully, maybe. Not likely, but...
I'm gonna stick with hopefully.
Debris analyzed. Construction.
Okay, I have cleared out that system. Let's see, 95%. Nope. So, in the end, psionic jump drives. I am not too surprised. I was pretty sure. I knew that like psionic shielding doesn't show up in that sort of a thing. So I wouldn't be surprised. So I wasn't surprised that not too surprised the psionic jump drive doesn't. It's annoying, but I'm not too surprised. Right of Conquest. I now seed planet war demand cost reduced by 25%.
Nice.
So that means when I next go to war, I will be able to. I will have a. My war demands will be. I'll be able to better take the planets from whoever I go to war with. Well, Math, now that you've lost your fleet, you should have a decent jump in minerals and energy.
Yeah.
I'd recommend spending time to build up your empire with that stuff and compared to rebuilding your fleet quickly.
Just
build it up, but do it slowly while you spend the rest of the resources to build up your resources. Building mineral. You know what I'm talking about. I'm failing to say it correctly, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, this looks so neat. I've got a Dyson. If you go to the Hawaz system, it's on the far left of the galaxy. You can see my Dyson sphere frame starting to take shape.
The what?
I have a I've been
No,
I've
what
had
system?
the Hawaz, HOWOZ. It's one of two. I mean, I only have two systems that have megastructures in it.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. There's a planet search function. I just typed it in there.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
That is awesome. 913 days remaining.
Yeah.
That is crazy cool. That is something I would love because I love the energy credits.
That was one under the Galactic Wonders.
Yeah. That may be the next one I get. In the Circle of Life or Galactic Wonders, because I want to be able to make Ringworld.
Yeah, Ringworlds are another good one because basically when you finish making a Ringworld, that's 4 size 25 Gaia worlds you've made.
The only other one I may consider getting first is Master Builders.
Because you like the Lego movie?
Because it like doesn't it like double the speed that you build megastructures?
Megastructure build speed plus 100%.
Yeah. Ooh. Ogin Nolax pops will gain the trait Latent Psionic.
Nice.
Construction complete.
That is 29% of my empire. Just gained another Latent Psionic. I love the fact that all the Mengeni in my empire have become psionic, and which means that the rest of the Mengeni across the galaxy are now latent psionic. Meaning, Math Jazz has benefited from me being a psionic.
Even though I am a materialist.
Yes.
That just makes it funnier.
Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to put this system back into a sector. How did that thing get?
Evading hostile fleet.
I can research particle lances.
Nice.
Hey, materialists value useful stuff, and psychic mind powers are useful. True, but in this game, the way that it goes, they basically call psionics malarkey. They believe that because psionics believe in tapping into a higher plane of existence and other stuff that they would consider bullcrap or something like that. It's a bit ridiculous, and I've noticed a lot of people on the forum complaining about it and saying that it's understandable as kind of trying to make a play style, but when it comes down to it, spiritualists being completely anti-robotic and materialists being completely anti-psionic doesn't make sense to a lot of people. And
I could see it, but would also see it if they thought it was helpful to their work.
Mathis is losing another planet.
Aww.
I haven't lost it yet.
Jump one of your constructor ships into the Kuma. Oh, you just did.
I did.
Let's see if that will get their
It
attention.
doesn't seem to take the bait.
No, just have a Corvette on standby that you can throw in there.
Yeah, the thing is that when I get a military vessel too close to them, then eventually they jump in on that military
You
vessel.
send individual Corvettes. You don't have to send your entire fleet. Okay. Yeah, I've got 35% on the war score. Relative Navy strength, I've got addition, but the length of the war is pulling me down. I need another 78%, aka as of right now, I need to have 100% war score to win. That will probably change as the war goes on. I can say why psionics don't like machines. They are all about the power of soul, less on why materialists wouldn't like psychic powers after they are proven to exist. Here's the thing: it's psionics versus robotics would make sense, but spiritualists versus materialists don't necessarily make sense. So there might be spiritualists that believe robotics to be robotics and synthetics to be like signs of the divine or whatever, and materialists again who believe in science, and materialists might believe in psionic abilities after it's proven. It's just that they said spiritualists can be the only ones who get psionics, and materialists can be the only one who get AI, and that
from a game standpoint, it makes sense, but from a reality standpoint, it doesn't.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I can think of an example of the opposite way on each one. Materialist psionics versus and a spiritualist roboticist group. The roboticist group is Warhammer 40k. The tech priests.
Yeah.
I mean, they believe in machine spirits and the Omnissiah, and like the more machine they become, the more blessed they are, and things like that. So, hands down, they are materialist. They are spiritualists who
worship materialism.
Yeah.
In that regard. Well, in the game for regard to this.
Well, it probably has to do with the combining of, like, in philosophy there's dualism and there's materialism, where dualism is the belief that a person is both, like, they have a body and they have, like, a soul, and the soul is not made of matter, and materialism in that aspect, as an opposite to dualism, is that there is nothing beyond what is physical. Like, beings are just meat machines, you know? Like,
yeah, and I mean, on some level, I can see where they're coming from, but again, on another level, it's just, there are points of it that just doesn't quite add up. Like the materialist psionics. There's honestly plenty I can think of. The Terrans from StarCraft, a lot of races from Babylon 5.
I need to watch Babylon 5 sometime.
I have the episodes.
Well, that's right. We talked about this in a live stream before, didn't we?
Yes,
we did.
Oh, hey, what if the three of us set up a time that we could watch Babylon 5 together?
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. We should watch the first episode or two and then talk about it in the next live stream.
Should be doable.
Okay,
Maybe.
we'll set up a time after the live stream is over, which is in 7 minutes.
Just about, yeah. So in this episode, I kicked Unbidden butt, and I started kicking Awakened Empire butt.
And I kept the Unbidden at bay, trapped in their little corner at great cost to me.
That's one way of saying it.
What?
That's definitely the way to say it.
Hey, they tried several times getting out of their little corner, and I stopped them.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah, you definitely prevented them from spreading. Did you stop them? I wouldn't say you stopped them as much as pulled their attention.
It was very high strategy way of taking a small fleet and using it effectively against a much larger
And using
one.
it to your advantage.
It was a mushroom victory today.
Victory for the mushrooms.
Yes.
All hail the mighty mushroom.
Yep.
Can't even see your visage properly because you're not even using because your leader is not even Menjetti at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very egalitarian of my people. It's a Jehetma. But he's still a mushroom.
He's still a fungus. He's a fun guy.
Yeah, I know. We're all fun guys in the Menjetti Empire. Just ruled by a Jehetma, which is fascinating.
He is your
The
chancellor.
Jehetma are only 4% of the population. Like, Menjetti are 49% of the population. The next thing down, oh, they're not ordered by percentage.
No, but I mean, you can hover over. You can look at. You can look at it at the side and kind of scroll through it from there. So the Tick Rules asks, have you considered renaming your nation the Mushroom Kingdom?
Am I able to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I will do that.
Yeah, you go to the government screen.
Okay.
Once the and you just click on your name up at the top. It says your current government name. You just click on that, and you just and you can rename your empire. It's the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Oh, wait. I can click on my leader and rename him too, right?
I don't. Maybe?
Well, that's
No, apparently not.
terrible.
What were you gonna rename your guy?
Oh, Princess Peach.
uh,
I mean, what
That
else
is
would you
awesome.
rename it?
maybe you can rename one of your other leaders and get them on their next term.
Yeah, that is great.
All hail the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yep.
How many planets do you have, dear Mood?
I have 56.
Well, you're 56 together with my 166 gives what,
212.
21?
212.
212?
You said
166.
166? Okay, I'm definitely too low. You're right.
Okay. And then we have 169 plus 166 plus 6. So that's, I think that adds up to like 380. Is that right?
Roughly, I think.
Wait, 380. Are you including my worlds?
Yeah.
Between you and me, yeah, that would be about 380.
According to this, we need 380-ish, 380, 385 to win the game.
The
No, I'm just saying, if we formed a federation right
Yeah.
now, we would win.
yeah, so the
I'm gonna say let's save it unless we feel like we need to end quickly because of a major update.
yeah.
Or at least until after we beat the Unbid.
Yeah, so the Ogi
let's
Nolax
cover
are now fully psionic. More and more of my member species are becoming fully psionic.
Nice.
Did I even lose any ships on that fight? I can't tell. I really can't tell if I lost any ships on that fight when they jumped in right on top of like a. Hello. Ogi Nolax across the galaxy have begun to show signs of latent psionic abilities. Oh, and I can dive into the shroud. I nearly forgot to do that. Reach into the shroud. I will summon a psionic avatar. Partially successful. It is not under my control. Whoops. Whoops. I may have summoned an ultra powerful, deadly being.
Where? I want to see.
Ooh, I can get the Galactic Stock Exchange. The Uxplorex system. Holy crap! It's like it's actually pretty close to Matt Jazz's territory. Oh
Ux, how do you
dear.
spell that? Ux. UX?
Hold on, I need to get my transport fleet.
Uxplorex. Yeah,
UXPL.
I found it. Oh, that's cool.
I tried to summon a psionic avatar, and it sort of worked.
You summoned
I summoned
essentially a psionic leviathan.
The shroud giveth and the shroud taketh away. Yes, it has truly given and taken away. To this day, it is horribly taken away. Luckily, however, that thing seems to be sitting there doing nothing. Wait, did it kill a planet?
Wait, did it kill a planet?
No, it did not. Okay, it did not. For a moment, I'm like, wait, did I have... That's all barren worlds there. Okay, I do not have a planet in that system. Thank goodness. For a moment, I thought that I might have lost an entire planet there. What am I... Oh. What? What? Dang it, I'm about to lose some Corvettes.
Well, I think that you're dealing with that awful abomination. We'll have to wait until next episode.
No.
Oh man. I basically have to call off my war temporarily while I go and deal with this, with the mess I accidentally. But I mean, I've seen something. It's not like that summoning a psionic avatar it always ends up badly. In a multiplayer game, I have seen one of my friends and summon a psionic avatar, one of those things, and became a major part of his fleet.
In the negative direction?
No, it was under his control. Oh my gosh, I have this one Corvette that's attacking a space station, a spaceport, and an outpost, and it is not, and it's well, it hasn't been hit yet. I just want to wait until this guy dies, at least. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, just... Oh, oh man, every single tachyon land shot has missed him so far. Every single... What are they shooting at him with? I can't... Hold on. Kinetic artillery and tachyon lances, and none of them are hitting. Oh my gosh. He was one of 4 Corvettes that got caught. And this is the survivor. This is the lone... This guy will win the day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just have to see how long he manages. Because all it takes is one tachyon land shot and he's dead. I'm not kidding. I mean...
Oh, I know you're not. It's just funny.
And he's just slowly taking out that space station. Tachyon lances have horrible accuracy. Oh, he finally got shot. Oh man, but that was great. That was great. Oh jeez. Meanwhile, actually, my fleet is about to jump into the. Oh, my fleet's almost there. No, I'm not even kidding. They are literally jumping into the system.
Mine's almost
jumping into which system?
Into the Uxplorex system. They are literally one jump away.
I
think that leaves a good cliffhanger spot for next week.
Oh, come on. We've gone long before. I just want to see that. No, I want to see how. I want to see.
Whining about this.
Okay,
this
let's go. Okay, I'm gonna watch it too.
Everyone to the Uxplorex system. Let us see the Uri Covenant fleet, the Bidden fleet, formerly known as the Grand Crusade, I believe.
Both are good titles.
Yeah. Taking on a corrupted avatar.
So, what does C less than H greater than V mean?
Oh, that I was just making up lots of when I created my various empires in the creation screen, I just make up random number symbol, or letter symbol, letter titles, or a few just letter ones. This one was just one of the ones that ended up with a letter symbol letter one. That's it. That's all it really was. So yeah, the Tick Rules believes, and I'm pretty sure he's correct, that my fleet will decimate this thing. Oh, and it got pulled to the side by a mining station.
That is hilarious.
Let's see if it will kill it before my fleet engages.
If it doesn't, I'll be surprised. Looks like it was attacking with lightning. That's cool.
Okay, I got it. And now, turning to engage the fleet. The fleet has engaged. Here we go.
I think you're starting to annihilate it, because decimating is destroying 10% of something, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm seeing I've taken about half a shield down. I might be behind you guys.
Hostile fleet.
No, I'm at about the
Shield is gone. Health is gone.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Killed
you wiped that thing.
I must be behind because I just finished off the shield. Oh, the health is much lower.
Yeah, you wiped
Construction
it.
ship
It just went
under
poof.
attack.
I lost a
That
pair
was
of Corvettes in the fight. But yeah, I lost 2 Corvettes fighting that thing. That was it.
Construction ship lost.
That was awesome.
Yep.
I'm now at 17% of my war because now I finally have an army fleet that can beat most of their defenses.
Yep. I have less than a year before my Dyson spheres.
I need to get at least to 61% in order to beat the war sports time. I try to keep it a little low so it's a little easier to beat.
Okay. I think
That's as good as I'm gonna get. Anything else I want, it's gonna take at least.
I think what I'm doing is when we come back next week, I'm probably gonna go after at least one of the unbidden fleets because they're gonna pop in another one. They'll probably pop in another one soon, and since the AIs keep throwing their fleets at the unbidden, I can afford to leave my war with the Awakened Empire for a short while.
I am not hopping back to that till I at least finish this.
Yeah, well, you have a fleet like a quarter, actually almost a fifth the size of mine. Oh wait, you got a second fleet that's 93k.
Yeah, because I split my bigger fleet in half so I could take on a little more at once.
Yeah, I've almost got 500k.
You.
I mean, I've got a fleet that could probably match the Awakened Empire as it was back during its height.
Nice.
You mean its height like 1,000 years before the game started?
Okay, that is interesting. This habitat plan is interesting.
Oh, you managed to make one?
Yeah.
Which system?
The Tickim system, TIQIM. I actually have 2 building there.
Can you give a time and an arm?
A what?
Just there's a system search at the bottom right of the screen.
Really?
And just type in TIQ. Yes.
TIQIM.
I mean, you only need TIQ, and then it's narrowed down to one system.
Yeah.
Yeah, the habitats, and it has.
I have
its
a
own,
second one building there.
Yeah, they have their own unique They have their own unique buildings as well.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. And I'm currently researching a tech that will give my
The only thing I don't like about it, is how much influence it takes to build one.
Yeah, but I mean, you're literally
sense.
literally making a size 14 or size 12 world for yourself.
They're all size 12?
They're all size 12.
Okay, double checking. All right. Well, I can live, especially since you're making them from scratch. I can live with that.
Yeah, and I mean, what's better is, I mean, the thing is, they're perfectly habitable by any species. So literally, it doesn't matter what your habitability is. If you make a habitat, it is perfectly habitable for the entire species, for the entire empire.
But I'm just thinking with the only reason I don't like it is because of that one detail. If it was 50, oh, I would love it. Or 75, I would like it. But 100, that means I'm limited to how many I can build quickly. And I know that's part of the point, but it still sucks.
Yeah, but I mean it's a way to increase your population. I think the one major downside on them is that they can't have spaceports.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it makes sense, and it's a way to increase your population, your minerals, your science, those sorts of things, without even when the planets are filled. But at the same time, it's obviously a space station in itself. You can't really build a dedicated spaceport from it. Anywho, we were gonna wrap this up. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode. The Unbidden getting surprisingly losing as many ships. Me and Diermud going to war, although I honestly haven't seen much of Diermud's war, just because
you've been focusing on your own thing.
I've been focusing on my own thing, and you haven't really. And I mean, it's been fairly eventless, given.
It's fairly basic. It's not like it's been doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly basic, and you haven't
one thing
had
I
much
would love
trouble.
to see for this game.
What?
Even if it only fired like once a month, I would love to see a mega structure that fired weapon across systems.
That'd be interesting. That would be interesting, but
it could only fire like
incredibly powerful.
Should do that, right?
The Sentry Array literally lets me see everywhere in the galaxy. I can see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Given the fact that now I can even see what the fleet powers of the various fallen empires are, I can see every planet's population. Like I can see the Ixtar Star Collective currently has robots.
Oh, cool.
They don't have droids, but they have robots.
We were finishing this up.
Yeah, but anyway. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. We will be back next week, hopefully having some additional things to talk about, such as watching Babylon 5 and whatnot, and hopefully for some more fun events. Maybe every time the only time I think that we actually got to the point where we knew that the Unbidden wouldn't be beaten the next game was last time when the Unbidden suddenly shot out everywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? Maybe the Unbidden will die next episode.
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, if my fleet power keeps increasing, Diermud combines his fleet. Diermud and my fleet combined is 700k, and my fleet usually can take on a fleet.
Yeah, if we work together, if we decide to work together, we can probably beat the Unbidden.
Yeah, so we might actually end up destroying the Unbidden next time.
As long as I finish this war quickly, totally.
Yeah, I have to finish my war too. So, again, hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next week.
See you
Bye.
later.